Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to do a body weight training exercise, the half diving dolphin. The half diving dolphin is a regression or a progression, depending on who you ask, of the diving dolphin exercise. The diving dolphin and a bear squat go together to help people improve their downward facing dog in yoga. It also helps them open up and extend their upper thoracic spine, which is useful for people who are doing symmetrical presses, whether it be with kettlebells or barbells or handstands or aerial or whatnot. This exercise is going to start from our child's pose. We like to call this one thin child's pose because the knees are all the way together. The child's pose is useful in body weight training because it tells us how far apart our hands and our feet need to be on a ton of different movements, whether it be push-ups, whether it be down dogs, whether it be diving dolphins, whether it be dive bomber push-ups. It's all set up by the child's position. We're going to start in our low kneeling position, sometimes called seiza. We're going to reach out with two hands, extend the arms all the way out. This is how far apart your hands and your feet would be for a good push-up and for a down dog. We are going to start in our down dog position. Let's review our diving dolphin first, and then we are going to convert it into our half diving dolphin. Seiza position. Pull the belly button in, sit all the way down on your heels. You should be lower than me. I have a lot of knee surgeries, so this particular position helps me maintain the range of movement of my knees because one knee tends to get stiff. Seiza position, reach out with two hands overhead. Child's position, roll your toes underneath, come all the way out, high plank, slide your toes, heels towards the ground, downward facing dog. Elbow straight, push into the earth, push your chest towards the ground, or sometimes people will say towards the knees. Extend the upper spine. Our diving dolphin will be putting two elbows on the ground without moving our hands and extending up, tricep extension. Touch down, drive up, touch down, drive up. Our plain old diving dolphin helps people learn to open their chest, push their chest through, extend their upper thoracic spine, and do a big old tricep extension. If you are not used to that activity, it can be pretty shocking for most people. The half diving dolphin differs from the full diving dolphin because we are only going to touch one elbow to the ground at a time, and the other arm is going to try to stay perfectly straight. This is going to cause us to open up our upper spine on one side at a time. So we're going to have two arms overhead, one arm is going to bend, one tricep extension up, other side, elbow touch, tricep extension up. Starting position is always the same, low kneeling, seiza, reach out with two hands, child's pose, roll to the toes underneath, bear squat up into our downward facing dog position, take one elbow, touch it all the way down to the ground, try and drive the other arm perfectly straight. Tricep extend, straighten the arm out. Change arms. Touch one elbow down, try and make the other arm perfectly straight, drive all the way up. Touch elbow down, lock out the other arm, press all the way up, touch down, make the elbow straight, drive all the way up. Now try to hold that straight arm throughout the entire range of movement and make it one continuous movement. When you are done, push your chest towards your knees, come back down to our seiza position and sit all the way up. This exercise goes into a big series of body weight training activities, which are all based around improving both the push-up and the downward facing dog position. Downward facing dog position is part of what you might call a Hindu push-up or a wrestler's push-up, and it has great carryover benefit to a lot of types of sports because it helps people learn to open up their hamstrings, and the more open your hamstrings are, you can kind of apply a lot more power to a lot of different things. Specifically in martial arts, having nice open hamstrings is a great benefit, but this exercise is part of that big breakdown. You can practice just push-ups, or you can practice all the pieces to support your push-ups and help you become stronger at each individual part of all of these movements, so you can integrate all these movements together later to have better control and body flow in wrestling or in acrobatics or in other things. Think of these as basic breakdown activities. We have our bear squat, which is bending the knees, touching down, pushing the chest through, learning to open up those hamstrings in one way. We have our diving dolphin, 2 elbows down, helping to learn to open up the thoracic spine. The half diving dolphin, rotating the spine one side at a time. And then those all stack into that child's pose. You can train these as individual pieces, which is how most people will do it in the beginning, and they will set up a time under tension protocol, and they will say do 30 seconds, and they will try to get more quality reps in the same amount of time. That allows people to track their progress. If the amount of time stays the same and the number of quality reps goes up, then you can calculate the % improvement for that individual exercise. You can also start combining all of these exercises together in different ways in order to create new programs. All the strategies are good, but these exercises work very, very well with a time under tension protocol, and they help people improve their mobility, whether it be for life or for sport. Both are totally valid.